the shadow of the Word of Life mural that some call Touchdown Jesus, hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic fight show ahead of this showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Clemson Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Dealing with a second and long. It's a draw. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well.
Can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike. Yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stoneberg? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. There he goes. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the return. Makes a move. There. Will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. He'll try to pop the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on second down. The quick out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Tight end now in motion. Lost the throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
We've got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Going to the running game. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Escapes trouble. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of it.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Hand off from the gun. Fights off the defender. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. The give on the inside. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
This time it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
Got a man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Snagged out of the air. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the gun, the ground game. Finding open areas. Got the first down and more. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now...
Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Paulo, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. It'll be a draw. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Morton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen. When they get beat, they're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Trying to barge in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will open from the 15. They try to get it outside on the left. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. To the air on 2nd down. Looking downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man. It's Need. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Big fella moving. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Morton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Second down, he'll throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Inside the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares every night leading up to this game because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Morton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The give to the tailback. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And some room to work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the big fella. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Notre Dame right back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He's got an open man. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morton. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Working that left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Complete to the right. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here.